For the first and the Git installation, actually there are some ways to install the Git. We need to download the Git for Windows. There is one software, we call it Git CM. Yeah, you can download this software and then you can install it in your computer. If you use Windows, you can download for Windows. If you use other operating system, you can download for the other operating system. Yeah, this is download for Windows. I found out that if you don't have the kit, you can just go to PyCharm. When you try to connect with the kit, PyCharm can install automatically. Okay. So maybe if you do not want to do this one, let me skip this one. Okay. So I just give this information, the step by step. So this is the step by step for the installation. Actually, you can just follow the default. Yeah, whenever they give the recommendation, you can just follow it until the last one. So after you install it, then it will install it for you. But let's try to skip this one. I would like to know if we just use PyCharm, because PyCharm can install automatically. So before we use the Github, okay, I would like to explain about the VCS, version control system. What is version control system? So the version control system is a category of software tools that help in recording changes made to files by keeping a track of modification done to the code. So we want to record the changes. That's the key point of the VCS. The benefit is efficient collaboration. So if you do the team project, I guess it is good for you. And leverage productivity, because you can do the code anywhere. And effective communication and assistance. So you can give some comments or you can give some information to the other partners. Reduce possibility of errors and conflicts, so they can manage the version, and it contributes to the project from any location. So you can do with your projects anywhere, not in one country. You can, for example, you want to put in Bali, you can do the code not in Korea and etc. So actually there are three concepts of the VCS. The first is the local version control system. It means when you do the revision, it is only for the local computer. So we can just use the very simple way. This is what we call as the revision control system. The other kind of version control system is the centralized. So the centralized means you will have one repository, one cloud, and each user gets their own working copy. So I have one repository, and then each user, they have their own copy. And after they have their own copy, they can work with their own copy. When you commit here, and then it will be updated to each of the user. So because this is the centralized. But nowadays, people comes with the distributed version control system. In this distributed version control system, it means it contains multiple repository. Each user has their own repository and working copy. So we have one repository, and each user, they will have their own repository and they have their own copy. So you can commit. You can commit. So if you push and then they can pull, they can pull, they can pull, and then they can update, and then you can also pull. So that's why they call it commit, push, pull, or sometimes update. So the application that you can use is using the Git, Mercurial, and etc. So the most common tool for distributed version control is Git. Yeah, so we are going to use Git, and the cloud we will use one of the famous one is GitHub. If you don't have the GitHub, I recommend you to create your own. Yeah. So Windows 10 has updated with built-in Git. So if you already have the, yeah, because I'm the Windows user, so I know about the Windows. About the iOS or other operating system, I'm not sure. But in Windows 10, they have the built-in Git. You don't need to download. But if you still do not have the Git, you can download from here. So however, in the case that it didn't work, you need to install Git manually. So I already show you the step by step if you want to install the Git manually. So now let's just go to the Django. I think for the easy way, let's just create a new project. Because if you have a lot of files, maybe it will take time to upload to the GitHub. So I will make a new project. Let me close this one. And then I will make a new project. Let's make the Django GitHub. So first you need to select the Django in the left panel. Let me create Django GitHub. Okay. So I guess you already know how to create a new project with the PyCharm. Just use the previously configured interpreter, and then you can just use the Django for this template, and then you can create the templates for the templates, and then just enable Django admin. Okay. So if everything is okay, you can just create this, and then now you will have this first Django application. Next, we are going to connect to GitHub. So you can check the menu VCS. Can you see the VCS menu here? Okay. So you can click on this VCS, and then you can share your project on GitHub. So it will show you one page like this one panel like this. What is the repository name that you want to use? And then the remote is the origin. Here is the origin, and then yeah, you can describe something. For example, this is an example of the Django project. And once you click the share, oh, okay, wait a moment. I guess this computer has been set up with the GitHub. Let me check. Wait a moment. Okay, yeah, it is connected with my GitHub. So yeah, I think I need to log out first. How to log out this one? Okay, I will log out this one. Okay, so there will be no account. Let me close one more time and then let me get back here. It's only showing about my GitHub. Wait a moment. Oh, sorry, because I think it's already connected to my account before, so it is connected directly to my GitHub. So let me create another project. Okay, let me create another project. And then I will share the project on GitHub. And I guess you will see similar this one. So they will ask you to add an account. Okay. So when they ask what account that you want to use, okay, so there are some options. You can log in via GitHub, or you can log in with token, or you can log in with the GitHub Enterprise. In this case, if you have your GitHub account, maybe you want to use this one. But actually, yeah, it depends on your GitHub account. What is your account? If you use your account with your Hub email address, then you can use this one. But in my case, I didn't use Hub email address for my GitHub account. So it is not connected. Because it is not connected, I think it's not good idea to use this one. Okay. Can you understand? Your PyCharm is connected with your Hub email address. So if you create the GitHub, so if you use this GitHub, it means you need to use your university email address as the GitHub account. But in my case, because I use my other email address for my GitHub, then I will use the login with token. Okay. So here, they will give you the server name github.com, okay, and then they will ask what is the token that you want to use. In order to get the token, then you need to generate. So here I will click the generate, and then it goes to github.com, and then you can just log in with your ID. So it means you can use any ID. Maybe you use Neighbor, or you use, for example, in my case, I use Yahoo. Okay. So I will just use my other account. I use Yahoo in this case. Oh no. So yeah, I'm using this way. I'm using the token, and the token will show you something like this page. This kind of token is generated automatically by GitHub. Yeah, they will just create the node, and then the expiration date, it means for 30 days, this token can be used in any devices. Yeah, you can use the default for this one, and then you can generate the token. Oh, not has already been taken. Okay, maybe I will just add 02 because last time I used this one. I will add 02 and then I will generate a token. And once you generate the token, you will see there is a new token here. So there is a message, make sure to copy your personal access token now, you won't be able to see it again. So once you already have this, you can just copy, okay, and you can put this into your pie chart. Okay. Okay, one more time. In the personal access tokens, you can generate the token and then you will see this token. And after you have this token, you can just copy it, okay, and then put the copy token into this token section in your pie chart. And after that, you can just add account and yeah, it shows what is your GitHub name. And then you can just share and now it is connected to your GitHub. And for the first time, you need to do the initial commit. The initial commit means, yeah, this is the first time you want to share your files to the GitHub. And what are the files? You can select the files. In this case, I select the folder GitHub 2. We have 5 files. So the init.py, ASGI, settings, URLs, WSGI, and manage.py. So I want to share this into the GitHub. Okay. And for the first time, usually we need to make the commit message. Okay. It is good practice to give the message, and then you can add. Then you can see if it is okay. There's a message below. Okay. Oh, before this one, I guess if you don't have the Git SCM, you also see the message below that you can install automatically. And then if you install it automatically, then you can connect to GitHub. And then if you already commit, then you can see that the file has been committed. So externally added files can be added to Git. Okay, you can see this message. Now let me see on my GitHub. Okay, I have the GitHub 2. So now you can see that this is the file that I just shared, GitHub 2. And then I have the minutes.py. It has been updated 1 minute ago. Okay. And then what you can see, the inside of this one, then yeah, this is the files that you just created in your pie chart. Okay. Actually, it's not that complicated. It's not that difficult to share. But later on, when you deal with your friends, okay, so you need to manage some version. Okay, I show you this tab, okay, generate and then write the node and then generate the token. And then after you have the token, then you can add the account and then you can share it. So for the first time, you can include everything in your GitHub and then, you can include everything in your PyCharm and then it will be included in your GitHub. So if you have an update in your files, what will you do? For example, I want to add something here. Maybe I will make include. Okay. So last time we learned how to do something with the urls.py, and I can have a function include here. So it means I already changed this file and I want to update this file into the GitHub. Then what should I do? Once you connect it to the GitHub, you can see there are some functions here. Git, okay. So you can see pull, maybe this is pull. Okay. Oh, this is update. You can see commit. You can see push. Okay. Or you can check also from this menu. Commit. Commit means you will update the files in your local, and then push, it means you will push into the github.com. If you want to update, then you want to get from the github.com to your computer. If you want to pull, yeah, it means you want to pull into your local repository. So in this case, I have one update, so I will just do the commit. And once you click the commit, this PyCharm can easily recognize what have you changed, what you have changed on your files. In this case, you already did a change on the urls.py. The changes is this one. Previously, there is no include, but now you have include. Okay. And you can put some other things. So it is convenient for you to check whether you want to include the name. Okay. Who are you? And then before commit, what you want to do, whether you want to reformat the code, rearrange code, and etc. So they give all the functions, so you can easily use this Git to share your code. So let's say I just want to give the commit message. I include function. So once you set the commit message, you can just click commit. And once you click the commit, it has not changed. Okay. Once you click the commit, actually it is just change your local. So in order to update the repository in the GitHub, you need to click push. So if you check this one, the URLs is still 5 minutes ago updated. Okay. So it means it has not been updated with the new one. So in order to update with your current commit file, you can just push. When you click the push, then it will give you another kind of message. What you want to push. So I want to push the origin into the master. Okay. So for now, let's just use the master. So there's a message I include function, and the one that I want to push to the github.com is the urls.py. So I just use the default, and then I can just push. And after push, then you will see the push one commit to the origin master message. It means you can go to your web, and then now you can see there is a message. I include function in the file urls.py, and then it has been updated 1 minute ago. Okay, so this is the basic way to use GitHub, and you can share your files in the GitHub. So note that I may give you one assignment, but not this week, maybe next week. So you can submit your GitHub link. But please do care about the time. It means I will give you deadline, and yeah, you need to know that GitHub is very sensitive with time. So whenever I give you the assignment, please do care about the time. So if the time is less than the deadline, yeah, it is okay. But if the time is more than the deadline, it will not be assessed. So I will not give the assessment. So in this case, there should be no changes after the deadline pass. Okay. Okay, that's about the GitHub. Any problems? Any problem? No? Okay. So if you want to delete the repository, okay, let me show you. Now I have the, I think this one, okay, I will delete this one. So in my case, I want to delete this repository in the GitHub. I can go to setting. And then you can go to the last part here. There's the danger zone. Okay. In the danger zone, you will see, yeah, delete this repository. So in the last part, delete this repository. So if it is not necessary for you, then you can just delete this repository. Click this one, and then yeah, they will ask you to type your repository name. Okay, so in this case, you can just copy and paste this one. This action cannot be undone. It means once you delete it, then it will disappear. So that's why they want to ask your confirmation whether it is really you who wants to delete or not. If it is okay, you want to delete this one, I understand the consequence, delete this repository, then yeah, it will be deleted. Okay. So after you have no name for that project, you can do again with your PyCharm and then commit and push. Okay. Is it okay? You can delete and then you can again do that one if it does not work. Okay, if you still have any issues, let's discuss on the break time. Okay. Let me continue with the advanced template, okay, or sorry, the additional template. So here I will give you more things on Django with functions like the filtering, how to filter, and then how we can deal with the inheritance. You know, in the programming language, we have the object-oriented programming, OOP. So in Django, they also have this kind of thing, but they simplified into the inheritance. So we will learn about the include and exclude. And the web framework, I think last time we learned about the Bootstrap. Yeah. So we will try to adopt the Bootstrap into our web. The first is about the filter. Okay. What does it mean by filters? We call the template filters. The template filters are simple ways of altering the value of variables before their display. So filters look like this one. This display the value of the name. As you know, in Django, we will use the double curly bracket, and then something inside in this double curly bracket will be the variable name. And we will use the, they call it pipe. This pipe is the vertical line, and this vertical line indicates the condition that you want to do the filtering. So in this case, we are to filter through the lower filter. It means we want to convert the text to lowercase. So there are many functions. The functions in the filters can be changed. Can be changed means it can be in the sequence. So for example, after I have one vertical line, I have a function. I can have another vertical line, and I have another filter function. That is, the output of one filter is applied to the next. So the variable my text will apply the escape, and then after we have the result from the escape, it will be applied to the line breaks, and so on. So this is a common idiom for escaping text context and then convert the line break. We can use also something like the date format, because the date format, is different between among countries. In US, the date format may be year and then comma with day and month. But in Korea, you use a year, month, and day. In Indonesia, they have different ways. So you can specify how you want to show it into the web. So I just want to show how we can format the string. In this case, here we have D. Small d means the day of the month, 2 digits with leading 0. So 01 until 31. So this is the day for every day in the date. Big D means day of the week. It is the text and it contains 3 letters. So FRI means Friday. If it is Monday, then it is MON. Okay, and so on. So you can see there are so many format strings. Okay. So you can refer to this one if you want to use this kind of filters for later your website. Okay, so there are some format characters for this one. So let's try. I will go back to the previous project. Last time we have the first Django project. Okay. Let me go back to the first Django project. And I would like to add one filter function. Okay. I would like to add the filter function in the views.py in the folder polls. I think you still have the folder polls. I will copy this one and then I will put it into the folder in the views.py. So I have a new function in this file. The name of the function is filter function. After I have this one, this is the views.py. Let's create the URLs. Maybe you can just do with the last one, filter function. So I will go to the URLs and then you can update with the new link. Okay. So if we go to the link 5, then it will run the filter function. So let's keep the name like this one. And then let's create an HTML. So let's create hello filter.html. And then let's copy and paste this one. So in the folder templates, I will create a new HTML file, hello underbar filter. And then I will update the HTML file. And let's run the file. So I need to go to the folder posts, and then I need to check 5, which is for the filter function, and you can see like this. What does it mean by this? Let's see. So the title is hello world filter, and we have filter example. The header one is the filter example, and then I want to call the variable name, and I want to make it lower. So name, what is name here? If you go to the views.py, name refers to the variable name, and name here is half unit. So half unit, it is uppercase, demunca, somunca. So I want to show it in the lowercase. So it means I want to show it in the somunca, in the lowercase. Then you can see that half unit, all is in the lower. Okay. All is in the lowercase, because in the hello filter we have the filter lower. So let's see if I do loop. When I do the loop for I in weekday, what is weekday? In this case, weekday is today, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And what I want to do is to print the I, so it means every element in the weekday, and I want to get the first, and I want to make it upper. First, so the first means I want to get the first item. The first item, it means I want to get only the first letter, and then I want to make it upper. Then I want to make the uppercase or demunca. Then the result will be M is for Monday, big T is for Tuesday, big W is for Wednesday, and so on. The next is we have weekday. I would like to get the first, and I would like to put it as the uppercase. What is the result? First means the first element of the weekday. What is weekday here? Weekday we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7 elements. So the first element is Monday. So we are going to check the Monday, and for Monday we are going to put it as uppercase. Next is we want to print weekday. Okay, so if we want to print weekday, then it means we just print all the elements. Okay. And the last one is I want to print the time. Now, what is now? Now, it is the when I put the now. Okay, so this is the function for the time. Actually, you can get the now, and then yeah, it's just the time today, and this is the format. So it is the format. Now, yeah, it is now. It is the time, the current time, and this is the format strings that you already learned from this one. Okay, so you can check what is J, what does it mean by J, what does it mean by S, what does it mean by F, what does it mean by Y, what does it mean by H and I. So it shows everything according to this in this stage. Okay. So this is the simple filtering that you can use in Django. Okay, I will stop here.